Hello, best friend, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a fabulous day. If this is the first time you're watching my channel, my name is Sebastian, and I welcome you guys with open arms. I do pop culture videos every single day, so if you're looking for a new messy best friend, you have found me. Grab a snack, grab a drink, hit that subscribe button. I would be very grateful. You guys, we have to talk. We have to talk because, damn, that's all, damn, you know. First of all, you guys, for those asking, the Barbie movie was amazing. Go watch my reaction, my review. There's no spoilers in it, so don't worry. But yes, so I mentioned that because this video has to do with the video I posted yesterday, and it's about Justin Bieber in New York City looking lost, a little bit sad, or no, not a little bit, a lot sad. And we have to talk about this because there's something in these pictures that a lot of you guys picked up and that we have to talk about. So as you guys can see in these pictures, it looks like he's not wearing his wedding band, okay? And there's a lot of speculation. There's a lot of people talking. It's becoming a lot bigger, and we have to discuss this. We have to talk about this. Now, I made a video about Ariana Grande, I think it was Ariana Grande, about not wearing her wedding ring. And I'm married myself. I don't wear my wedding ring because, well, I lost it. And my engagement or anniversary ring that I have, it's too precious for me and I'm terrified to lose it. So I oftentimes don't wear a wedding ring, only to like special occasions, right? We are saving for a wedding band, but that's besides the point. So right now I don't have a wedding ring, right? That's the point. So I don't think that is such a big deal for certain, you know, for different stories. But for this story, I think that there's definitely something to it. And this is why. When you're a celebrity, you know that people are going to talk about you. If you go out in public, you know people are going to analyze the paparazzi pictures that are being taken from you. He knew that there were paparazzi. He sat in a sidewalk in New York City with paparazzi. He knew he was being photographed. And he's been in the business long enough to know that if you do something, the paparazzi catches it, it's gonna go everywhere. So him not wearing his wedding band in the midst of all of these marriage rumors and all of these topics that are being spoken about his marriage, that says something, you guys, because it's kind of purposely adding fuel to the fire, right? He knows that the whole world, basically, or not the whole world, maybe like 70% of the world has been talking about him and Hailey's marriage and how it looks like something is going on, how he looks miserable, okay? So him going out on a public New York street without his wedding band says a lot. And it's coming to the point where it just seems like he just doesn't care. Now, there was a blind item that came out that his team hides things from him because of his mental health. So could there be a possibility that he doesn't know that people are talking about him and Hailey? Does he think that the whole world is rooting for him and Hailey? Does he think that the paparazzi pictures that have been taken of him looking miserable are not being talked about? Does he think that the believers are not worried about him? I don't believe any of that. I really do believe that he knows what the conversation is. I do believe that he knows that his marriage is a huge topic and how there are people out there who want their marriage to end. And him not wearing his wedding band says a lot. And it gives a message. Could be a message of, I don't care. Could be a message of, you know, fuck it. Or, you know, who knows, right? But I do have to say, part of me thinks as the human being, right? He could have lost his wedding band that morning at hot yoga. He could have lost it playing PlayStation, bitch. He could have lost it the night before. Maybe he was high and he thought he was in fucking Winnie the Pooh world, and he digged his hand in a fucking honey jar and lost his wedding ring, bitch. I have no the fuck idea. I was not there, okay? But if you're gonna sit in a New York City sidewalk and look that depressed and not have a wedding band, you know that you are literally swimming in shark-infested waters and that people are going to tear it up, okay? But I will say, I am Team Selena all the way, you guys know this. But I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he lost it, maybe, this. But I promise you guys, if I was in his position, and I think a lot of us could agree with this, if we were in his position and we knew that the whole world was watching, we knew that people already were doubting this marriage, we knew that people were saying that I was miserable, but I want to pretend or I am very happy. Oh, I'm gonna ask somebody to buy me a fucking band before I go out. And sitting in a New York street and the floor looking miserable and no wedding band, it's sort of like look guys, here I am. You know what I mean? So I just honestly, I feel, I've been reading your comments and messages. I've been seeing what you guys have been, especially the believers saying, his eyes are so dim. There's no light there anymore. There's definitely something going on. And now it's like adding so much more fuel to a fire, And unfortunately, we can say, but he's only human. He is only human. But when you are that public and that famous, there's no room for mistakes. There isn't, especially in the world we live in. There's no room, because here we are, but we're being nice. Some comments are celebrating. Some comments are saying, fuck yeah, he got rid of that trash. All of these horrible things that even as Team Selena, I will never go that dark and I will never go that mean, okay? Because that's not what we do on this channel, all right? We spill tea, we throw some shade, but we are as respectful as humanly possible because everybody is human being as well. And that is something that Selena Gomez would approve of, and you guys know it. So I feel in my heart that it just doesn't help the situation. He is not helping the situation now. I read one comment saying, could he be sending a message? Could this be a cry for help? The thing is, you guys, when you're that big, you're surrounded by a team. You're surrounded by your handlers. You're surrounded by your record company. You are a product, right? You make money for hundreds of people. So they want you to continue, right? And maybe somebody even did that on purpose, you guys. Hollywood is a very dark place. His name is not getting out there right now because of music. The only reason his name is getting out there for the past year is because of Hailey Bieber, his drama, her drama with Selena, or his marriage rumors that they're in trouble. That's the only reason his name has been out there recently. It's not because of his music. It's not because of his tours. So his team, his record company still want his name out there. So people are capable of doing a lot of things for money, right? So you have to also keep that in mind. Hollywood is a very dark place, you guys. So what is the reason he wasn't wearing his wedding ring? Who knows? Are we making a big deal about it? Who knows, I lost my wedding. I've lost 2 wedding bands. One in a party and one on a boat. I really have. And, it sucks and it happens to everyone. But again, he's been in the industry long enough to know that a move like that will cause a lot of talk and a lot of commotion and a lot of noise. So don't sit in a New York City street in front of paparazzi with no wedding band if you don't want people to talk. And that's on being famous and knowing how to do things. Listen, I promise you guys that I wish everyone well, but I do have to say, if he was just like another human being without being famous, I could tell you that that person was hurting. You can see it in his eyes. He looks You know what he looks like? He looks like he really needs a hug. And you know, like, you know how in the movies, like when they hug someone who's like not in a great place, and they like try and like fight you off, and then you're like, no, and you hug them harder and you hug them harder until they, you know, they're like, no, 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 and then you hug until they like start crying and they start like hyperventilating, and then they hug you, and then, you know, they get weak on the knees, but they really needed that hug and that release. That's what he looks like, in my opinion. He could be the happiest person in the fucking world. I wouldn't know. But from what I see, that's what I feel. And I pray, really do pray for him, because I just really feel like he's not in a great place. And Hailey Bieber, instead of fucking posing for fucking pictures, she should see what the fuck is up with her man, in my opinion. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I hope that everything turns out for the best. I really, truly do. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.